Can I blow your minds just a little? There's something that everyone has missed. No one talks about it, and I don't know why. I want to show you guys something.
Rebellion.
They struck without warning, without honor, and I lost many friends this day. We fell back, regrouped. Then...
That hand? What do you guys think the hand is? Everyone thinks that the hand is Tyr's hand, but it's not. You would be absolutely wrong if you believe that that is Tyr's hand. When Tyr and the Dragonflights fought Galakrond, okay, Tyr had two things with him. Tyr had a blade with him, and then Tyr had a strange artifact with him. During the fight with Galakrond, the artifact was lost. The artifact got knocked out of Tyr's hand, and it was when Tyr reached for this artifact, trying to get it back, that Galakrond got hold of his hand. And Galakrond actually, as you guys know, bit off his arm. The artifact has not been seen yet. It's actually referred to in the cinematic as a strange artifact. Nosdormu actually says this.
Everything became jumbled, confused.
The artifact destroyed.
The artifact destroyed. The artifact, not Tyr's hand. Nosdormu would know what Tyr's hand looks like. The artifact. So this throws a number of things into sort of question here. If this artifact is in fact the artifact that Tyr had during the fight with Galakrond, did the Dragonflights actually, by their own decision, decide to wage war against Galakrond, or were they dominated by Tyr and the Titan Keepers to do so? Remember, at that point in time, they were proto-drakes. They weren't dragons yet. They weren't aspects yet. They were proto-drakes. Galakrond is considered to be the progenitor of all proto-drakes. So Galakrond is considered at least to be one of the fathers of the proto-drakes. This artifact could have been used by Tyr to mind control some of the proto-drakes in order to turn Galakrond's own army against him. And then the whole turning into dragon aspects could have been a furthering of that. When they finally lost the artifact, Tyr knew that it was a matter of time. Without the artifact, the control that he had over the dragon aspects would wane. And the dragon aspects would ultimately turn back to Galakrond once this mind control was broken. But if they could perpetually dominate them by turning them into aspects and literally linking them to the power of the Titans, they would now be perpetually mind controlled into serving the Titans. That's number one. But there's another part in this video that I want to show you guys. Blasphemous, how you doing, brother? Notice how this sleep magic comes from behind Deathwing. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry to bother you. Akalon from the future here. After I've played the Dracthyr campaign, I now know that the magic was actually from Malygos and not from some unknown entity, but at the time I haven't played the Dracthyr campaign yet, so I had no idea. Even then, I still believe that Malygos had help from, well, you'll see in a minute. So just keep watching, but keep in mind that I didn't have all the facts at the time of this specific theory. Does not come from Deathwing. And in the previous cinematic that we literally just watched, there's someone that says sleep, and then you see that black smoke coming out, and that's how they all fall asleep. I'm assuming that the timeline here would be correct. But this magic comes from behind him. I know what this magic is, by the way. What's that? Do you guys see those signs? I think we refer to those as Titan runes, because that's what the domination runes and the Titan runes look like. As the magic moved through them, these runes pop up around them. It is the runes that make them fall asleep. So no one talking about this. Not a single person referring to this. What if it was a Titan Keeper that made them fall asleep? The domination magic, long before it was cool? Oh yeah, 100%. Planned by the Titans of Warcraft 1, it makes sense now. It was Malygos. It could have been Malygos, where the Primus learned how to use it from Amanthal. So the way I look at domination magic is very much similar to how necromancy works. Domination is simply the art of controlling the mind of a subject. But it can be arrived at through anything. It doesn't have to be just through the runes of death. It can be done through the runes of Titans. Why? Because domination magic, in my opinion, comes from the first ones themselves. It is part of the first one language. The Titans, as well as the Eternal ones, would have, it's their parents. So they got this language from their parents, and by moving the runes around, they figured out how to create domination magic. The Titans dominated all of their keepers in this way. The Titans tries to dominate everyone in this way. It's just their form of domination magic. These runes prove that a Titan was involved in this to some extent. Either a Titan keeper or a Titan himself was involved in making the evokers fall asleep. What now sort of maybe makes things even more interesting from this viewpoint is this is after Deathwing invited the old gods in. Did this Titan already know that Deathwing had done so? Or could Deathwing hide this from him? These runes, to me, at least, makes this entire thing all the more fucked up. It looks like time has stopped for them instead of them go to sleep. What made them forget everything is another question. Well, the way they would forget everything is by time stopping. Because it's not like they forgot the battles. They remember the battles that they were a part of. They just don't remember anything else that had happened. So it is kind of as if time stopped. Now, of all the Titans, only Amanthul has this power. Only Amanthul can stop time. The Meligos thing, is that confirmed, Tabisek? Because I don't know if that is confirmed yet. I haven't played Dragonflight and I have not looked at anything in Dragonflight, so it could be confirmed. Mages do have magic over time though, so Meligos could absolutely do it. To put them in hibernation? Well, yeah. Okay, since mages can control time, Malygos could do it too. Because mages can time warp, but mages could also used to have that spell that would rewind time. So Malygos would make sense here as well. Does Nosdormu have plan for them, not Deathwing? Well, Nosdormu is the one that reawakened them, and he obviously has a plan for them. Deathwing didn't, which you have to ask yourself why. Now, I don't know all of the stories that's going on in Dragonflight. As I told you guys before, I'm purposefully not looking at any stories in Dragonflight. I want to experience Dragonflight when it comes out, as it was meant to be experienced. The runes here suggests Titans were involved to some extent. So even if it is Malygos, it suggests that Malygos learned how to create some form of spell based on Titan magic, because these aren't mage runes. These look incredibly similar to Titan runes. Plus, would Blizzard is very careful with whatever they put into cinematics. Very careful. If it is Malygos and it's confirmed to be Malygos, they wouldn't spend that much time making these runes. Because it's very fleeting. If you look at it, if you look at the entirety of it. See, it's a fleeting moment. If it was just Malygos, they wouldn't have taken the time to make those runes. They're perfectly visible. Yeah, those are and those are. These other ones look like scribbles more.